You're watching ExploringKentucky.com, SightSoundsFlavors.com. We're here in downtown Louisville. We are on Jefferson and 5th Street, and we're going to go to the Courthouse. Then we're going to go to Brianna Square and show you City Hall and see what all is going on here today. So today is like the second or third day of fall, and people are out and about. We just did Douglas Loop, and we did Belknap neighborhood, and this here's one of the courthouses. And there used to be a Louis XVI statue in front of this place that was really nice, and I was here maybe like 2 days before all of this like became, you know, sort of the HQ for the BLM protests, and the statue was defaced, then it was cordoned off for a while, and then it was ultimately removed. And I think the plan was to bring it back at some point, but they never actually did. So this one here is Thomas Jefferson, and that's the name of the street we're on. We're on Jefferson Ave, I believe. And I'm sure he would. This statue here wasn't defaced, I think because of the fact that it's so much higher up and more inaccessible. But and that right there is City Hall, right there. And got some nice dogs here, or a dog. I saw another dog like wandering around on a leash, of course. This here is District Court. That's the Circuit Court, and that is what Brianna Square was over there, and we'll walk over there. These are the Louisville bikes you can rent. Actually have a membership, and what's cool is that you can actually see like a BLM sign here. On the other side of this sign, right here where this square is at, this used to be a Louis XVI statue that was defaced and then ultimately removed. And that's what that's who Louisville's named after, is Louis XVI. So it's kind of odd that the statue was defaced and removed and never brought back. But got a little trolley there. And this here's the Hall of Justice, where you can see me at a few times a week, sometimes a few times a month. And then you got the scooters there that you can rent. They've actually dropped the speed down of those things a little bit. I've rented them before, and they're a lot of fun. I believe they used to go like 15 miles an hour, and now I think they go like 12 or something. They didn't really like drastically reduce the speed, but they did reduce the speed. And there you can see a City Hall. And these are the buses here. Transit Authority of River City, TARC. So I don't know what these cost. I haven't ridden the bus in forever. I'll show you the front of them. This is real cool. I want to show you that building up there, which is the Baird Building. And that's I think the Baird Building is like the 4th or 5th tallest building. The PNC and the Mercer are the tallest. That's Circuit Court there, right there. This is District Court, and that over there is where Brianna Square was at. which I think they've already like gone back to calling it whatever it was called before. And what we're gonna do, it's impossible to get all of downtown Louisville in one video. I wouldn't even try to do that, but we'll try to get the corrections department, which is going to be this way over here. I'll show you some of the park. They've pretty much gotten rid of everything that was at the park. This is like highly illegal what they're doing, but that's okay. So I'm like leading the charge here. So I don't know the name of this park, but this like here was like all like covered in tents and like booths, and it was pretty cool. And then they like cleared it all out. One of the last things that was here was like they had like some flowers and they had like some candles. They cleared all of it out, everything gone, as if it had never been here, you know. And that's what's crazy, is because, you know, if it wasn't for all the pictures, all the videos, you know, it's like none of this would have ever happened. You know, at least that's, I mean, you don't see anything here, but it was really, really hard to ignore, okay? Because like right there's a courthouse, you got City Hall, you got District Court, which was all boarded up. It was like, it looked like a fortress, like a garrison. And of course that, I love that statue of Louis the 16th. I really did. It was a really, really nice statue. Now that is the PNC building. That used to be the tallest. That's the Mercer. That's the tallest. But I kind of feel like it cheats because of that thing on the top, that dome. But they don't actually count that. It's still taller than the PNC. Some nice flowers here. Little tiny little bit of litter, but this is downtown Louisville though. I mean, this is not like, you know, a county seat of like 4,000 people, but for the size of the city that it is, I mean, it's very, very clean. Very clean, and a lot of attention to detail. There's the Baird Tower, just humongous. But again, it's not the tallest or the second, or it may be the third tallest. I don't know. But this here was all tents. Everything here was tents. They preserved this walkway, and then over here at one point or another there was like two sides, both you know, taking advantage of their 2A rights. But that was a little scary, to be honest with you. And then of course what happened here was that I believe a gun discharged and someone actually died here, and that's kind of like what forced Mayor Fisher to really start to kind of clear this whole area. There's the Department of Corrections. And what you'll notice with Louisville is that even though it is Jefferson County, Louisville Metro seems to be a lot more used than Jefferson County. And again, there's speculation that in time it will become Louisville Metro County, or just Louisville. I mean, it's just, Jefferson County is very passé for a lot of things. You still have it in like JCPS for the schools, you still have it for the courts, but you see it less and less. There's a lot more of a preference for using Louisville Metro than Jefferson County. And that may just be like a stylistic thing, but I think not. The reason I backtracked this way, for you inquisitive folks out there, is because I heard copyrighted music and I don't want to have to do a voiceover. So I figure let me just walk back this way and I can show you, well, this car here is in really bad shape, but I can show you a lot of cool stuff. There you got Thomas Jefferson. Down over here you got the convention center. And then not too far away you've got 4th Street Live, which I think I'll show you 4th Street Live as well. There's a lot of construction being done here. Normally I would not walk in such a little narrow walkway, but it's preferable to walking in the middle of the road, and I've already gone on the other side of the street, so I don't like to walk the same side of the street twice. I feel like you see more this way. And so that's the convention center, and then 4th Street Live I believe is this way, close by. What are the costumes for? Is that like a
Alice in Wonderland escape room?
Do you guys want to be on it?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what is it again?
We're doing Alice in Wonderland escape room.
Okay.
But it's outside, so we're having to find a bunch of different points on
Nice.
the scavenger hunt.
And where's that accent from?
Here.
Really? That's
Here.
awesome. So I'm from here also, and so the site is exploringkentucky.com, and then YouTube is sightssoundsflavors.com.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh,
Thanks.
awesome.
All right. So yeah, so I had to ask because like so many people are like wearing costumes, and we're like 5 weeks from Halloween, so I had to ask what that was for. And what's crazy is that I'm telling them it's exploringkentucky.com, but I'm wearing my Strength Addict shirt, so I'm like just like branding like crazy. There's Chase and there's Fifth Third. So you got Fifth Third, you got Chase. There's a lot of different banks, obviously in Louisville. Another like really big bank, which I'm you know, where is it? I'm surprised I haven't. Well, PNC, that's the 2nd tallest building. So got Jimmy John's here, and this is a cool Jimmy John's because there's a plaza over here, and there's the Mercer building, the tallest building. And I'm like really super excited to see how the Dead Cat makes the boom sound when I do the audio, because it is pretty windy out, and there's a lot of thoroughbreds here, as you can tell. That just looks super cool. Sorry. And then 4th Street Live is somewhere around here. Somewhere around, I think it's to the right actually. Got this cool this bus here. Maybe it's like a big rock band or something. Now 4th Street Live is a really happening place. It's a little overpriced, but hey, I mean, you only live once, right? So very cool costumes.
Have you seen our Alice?
No.
She took off with the good rabbits.
Very cool. exploringkentucky.com. I'll put this on there today.
Okay.
Yes, awesome.
Be careful.
Thanks. I love when people say be careful, because I could like totally like walk into a wall. Now I'm over here a lot actually, because we've got this is 4th Street Live, and then I'm over here a lot for USCIS. So as you guys know, I am an immigration attorney, so I just put that out there. Like, what is USCIS? Well, that's what I'm here for a lot. Now this that sun is brutal. That is the Fifth Third building right there. That's the Fifth Third. And the Fifth Third building and the Baird might be in the running for probably the 3rd tallest. I would say the Baird is taller than that, but you never know. It's hard to tell because like they have like these like kind of like platinum looking windows. This is 4th Street Live, and there's a lot of copyrighted music there, so unfortunately we're not going to go in there, just because I'm not looking to get like a copyright strike or whatnot. But 4th Street Live is like a little bit of a tourist trap, but it's also like kind of cool to go to every so often. They have like really good food, like free entertainment. I mean, so it's cool. It's cool. It's just, for me, honestly, it's not my cup of tea, but you know, different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? Now there's like a walkway here that connects these two buildings, which is pretty cool. So all in all, we've done a section of the Highlands. We did Douglas Loop, and we did the Belknap neighborhood, and now we're doing kind of like a city hall courthouse kind of section of downtown Louisville. And I may do the Portland neighborhood, which is a really interesting neighborhood in Louisville. There's about, I would say about like maybe like a dozen neighborhoods that I would say are quite noteworthy in Louisville that I would definitely want to show you guys at exploringkentucky.com. So this here is the Omni, and the Omni is one of the newer hotels. I would say that that's probably like the newest one. The traditional ones would be like the Brown, the Courthouse, what's it called? Oh shoot, there's the Steelbach. The Steelbach is said to be haunted. That's also, so like the Steelbach, the Brown, and then the Courthouse are like your more old ones, and then the Omni is definitely like one of the newer ones. So there you've got, I'm not familiar with that porch kitchen. There's the Fifth Third, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot to cover. We couldn't possibly cover all of it in like one video. It's impossible. But I feel like this is a nice little effort. It's pretty cool there too. Now parking is actually not that bad now, thanks to this app, which is actually like very helpful. But because Louisville's got parking garages, but not like, you know, bigger cities in this area like Cincinnati or Indianapolis, I would say that their parking situation is a lot better than ours. As far as the that kind of looks like the Van Gogh a little bit, right? Like Starry Night a little bit. Louisville now, thanks to the Go 502 app, has a lot better parking situation than it did before. But it's still not 100% there, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This here is the Falls City Market, which I'm not really familiar with, and I probably should be, but I'm like really excited to see what the Dead Cat does, because it is actually quite windy, and I'm sure that there's going to be wind no matter what. Now here's the Econo Lodge. If you guys are looking for hotels, I'm not recommending it, I'm just saying there's the Econo Lodge. There's a lot of hotels in downtown Louisville. I would say that that's probably the most basic one, just from appearances, but it looks, you know, it looks fine. You know, I mean, it's not going to be cheap, I'll tell you that. I mean, you're basically in downtown, so that room can't cost less than probably $150 a night. I mean, I'd be shocked if it did, but it's probably like a no frills kind of place, you know what I mean? A lot of horse racing culture in Louisville. After all, we do have the Kentucky Derby here. You've got the scooters all over, and like I said, the scooters are cool, but like they've like slowed them down considerably. I don't know if there were accidents or it's a liability issue. I don't really know, so I would be speculating. The city does have a bit of a homeless issue, and you know, Wayside Christian does a really good job. They also have the Louisville Hotel, which is a hotel that does charge, but also has, I think it only has like 2 floors that charge. The vast majority of the floors actually don't, and it's able to provide a lot of like homeless and indigent with the opportunity to stay. It's a good hotel, and if you get into the history of Louisville, you'll find out. I'm not going to mention the mayor's name, but there was a mayor here that was adamantly opposed to the Louisville Hotel and fought it tooth and nail, but the feds got involved and he had to back down. But it's a good hotel that helps a lot of homeless and indigent. There's some other really good nonprofits and charitable organizations. I just like breathed a huge cloud of smoke here, but that's okay, people smoke. But it's still, I would say, a problem that really needs some redress, you know what I mean, that really needs some oversight, because there's just far too many homeless people in Louisville. Hello, how are you? Now this place here, Vincenzo's, has always caught my eye, because if you notice, every letter is capitalized except the O, which for someone like myself with OCD drives me absolutely up a wall. But I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you so that it can drive you up a wall too. So, do you guys know by chance why they've done that? Just fancy-ish probably. I was just asking some people, I'm not crazy. But anyways, see there? Now, if we have any Italian viewers and that's like an Italian thing, tell me, but I don't think so. I think it's just like a their thing. This building here has a really cool fountain, which I'm actually going to take you to. It's an indoor, sort of indoor-outdoor fountain. It's so beautiful. Now this Heine Brothers used to be a Starbucks. Heine Brothers is actually getting pretty big itself. I wasn't too fond of their COVID policy. Like, a lot of the Heine Brothers stayed open during the worst of the pandemic and didn't really give their employees a choice. It was either show up or you were fired. So I didn't really like that too much, especially because Heine Brothers like markets itself as being the non-corporate, you know, individual independence coffee shop, and I didn't think that was too like cool at all. But you know, they did that, so yeah, I'm gonna just, sorry, thank you. The fountain is actually not on, and I don't want to go on their property because this fountain normally would be on and it would be right there, and so the water would like come down from there, and it was like really cool, but it's not there now. Over here is the Kentucky Center for Performing Arts, which is a pretty cool venue itself. You can see like the really nice artistic buildings there. This right here reminds me of Danville a little bit. Danville's got buildings like that. And Danville might say, well, we had them first, and who knows who had them first. And there you can see some of the hotels. This new bank here, Truist, I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to the area. Down there you've got the Ali mural, which I love, which I actually use for one of the ExploringKentucky.com banners. I use that Ali banner.
I got all the style. Green crop top band on my black.
Killer costumes. And so the Louisville Slugger Museum is down this way. Now this is like abstract art. Like, I'm probably too stupid to know what this is, but it's pretty cool. And you got like patio stuff. Bristol Bar, looks like. How's it going? How you doing? Good. Enjoying the weather? Good stuff. So I'm not familiar with Bristol Bar, but there's like bars opening up all the time. So looks like a cool place. And first you got your downtown signage. There's Donald Trump's limo. And there's like all sorts of stuff going on here. That really wasn't Donald Trump's limo, just in case somebody's like, that's not true, man. Now check out those fire escapes over there. Those fire escapes look really cool. I'm not a fire escape kind of guy. Like, I think that they would collapse under my weight. But you know, that's the fire escape. Now I have no idea what this gold statue is. I really don't. I wish I did, but I have no idea what this is. But I wanted to show it to you because It's a statue of a gold naked guy. So, anyways, watch people leave the comments. You unsophisticated brute. You don't know who that is. I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, we gotta check out these motorcycles because they're making so much noise. We gotta get them now. They're so cool. I mean, maybe, I don't know. They look like cool guys though. Here they go. Good job. If I ever get a motorcycle, I want people to ask me, oh, look, check out this park. This is a really nice park. Do you guys know, does this park have a name?
Yeah, right
Oh,
now.
Fort Nelson Park. Thank you. It's so beautiful. It's very serene. I'm gonna leave. Oh, I gotcha. Well, have fun. So it's Fort Nelson Park. So there you go. It's super serene and calm.
You look nice today. Enjoy yours.
What a cute dog. Does he bite?
No.
Can I pet him?
Yeah.
Can he be on camera? Is that okay?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Come here, you cutie.
Hi, say hi, Bart.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I think he wants to go on his
Oh yeah,
walk.
it's gonna pee pee.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Oh, and my site's exploringkentucky.com if you want. All right, cool. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, so I really wanted to pet that dog, but he wanted to pee, so he didn't really care about me petting him. But great job, guys. You want to be on camera?
Huh?
You want to be on camera? You want to say hi?
Hey!
So what is the purpose of all of this? I'm just curious.
Alice in Wonderland treasure hunt.
Awesome. And when is it?
City of Louisville.
Is it like a major? Is there like an HQ, like a major place you all congregate?
Yeah, you start somewhere and you
Your
answer the
phone, you go to
riddle,
clued up
and you go to
games.
different
Oh,
locations. And it
I thought
prompts
people
up
were
new
playing that
riddles.
game where you had to tag stuff from like 10 years ago.
It's kind of like Pokemon.
Pokemon,
Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like that.
So my site, you'll be on there, is exploringkentucky.com.
okay.
Yeah?
Oh, cool.
All right, thanks. I just started it, but thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, so it's like a Pokemon thing. Okay, I get it. I hate when cars do that. It always scares me, mainly because I don't want to get hit by a car. But that is the building that had the what do you call it? The indoor-outdoor fountain that's turned off. Whether it's because they're saving money, or it's under maintenance, or they just don't run it on weekends. Who knows? But I'm telling you, when it was in operation, it was amazing. It was like the coolest thing. And I did not walk into their property, just for the record, because like really like just like real, not them in particular, but a lot of buildings are like with taping, you know, all the red tape, all that stuff, you know. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. This is a parking lot, guys, so they just like have this here. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So love the shirt. Very cool. Yeah. See, I never think to buy shirts like that for myself. I'm like such a basic individual when it comes to shirts, but like I love that guy's shirt. So, oh shit. Excuse me. That lady said thank you. I was talking about the guy's shirt from before. This I also like. This is more like New Yorkish. I don't really see that all so much, but it's very cool. I don't know the purpose of that exactly. I would think it was for, well, initially I would think it's for dogs, but how easy would it be for a dog to just walk over that, you know? I'm not really sure what the purpose of those like little fencing things are, but they're cool in their own way. Yeah, if anybody knows like what's the purpose of this, if it's like a cosmetic thing, then that's very cool. I love this.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Yeah, can I get you on it? On my video?
Sure.
Yeah? Check out the Malcolm X sweatshirt. That is so cool. This was like the biggest, this was like you're probably not old enough, but it was like a style thing in the early 90s, but people didn't know what it meant. So the fact that you're wearing it is just awesome.
Oh yeah.
My site is exploringkentucky.com. This will be on there tonight.
Okay, that's dope.
What, are you from around here?
Yeah, I'm from Louisville.
Okay, I'm too. Yeah. That's awesome.
Which part?
I live by, well, I don't want to put it on here, but by the paddock shops.
Okay.
By the summit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Do you have like an Instagram or something?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Michael Young History, but it's Mike M-I-K-E.
Okay.
Cool Young History.
Okay, I'll put this on tonight.
That's
Thank
dope.
you. I love that, man. That's
Oh,
so
you got-
cool. Yeah.
I get the back
That's so
too.
cool. Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That is nice. Nobody can give you freedom. Nobody can give you equality, justice or anything. If you're a man, you take it. I love that.
But
I love
I'm a geriatric millennial, so I do know a lot of stuff from before my time.
I
so.
love that. Cool, man. Yeah. That is so cool. Back in the early 90s, the X was like a fashion thing, which obviously was because of the Malcolm X movie, and it was a great way to get people to like learn more about Malcolm X as a civil rights leader, because oftentimes he would be overshadowed by MLK. But that gentleman was wearing a shirt that had his picture on it, had a quote from him. It was just very, very cool.